Alright, welcome back everyone to Renovation Education. Today we're going to be talking about drywall anchors. So why do you need a drywall anchor? Well, a drywall anchor is used for anything you want to hang something on, like curtains, pictures, something that's going to need a little bit of support. You don't want to just use a regular screw. So I have two of the main drywall anchors I use. One is a triple grip, which you've seen me use in the masonry setting, and also is a toddler. This is a one you don't need to drill, it's self-drilling. So we're gonna go ahead and I'll show you guys how to use them. Okay, so we'll start with the Toddler self-drilling drywall anchor. It's very easy to use. This is what the box is, and here is the anchor part. It fits just in a Phillips head drive, and you just basically push and screw it in. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so just gonna use my screw gun here with the Phillips head. Push in, put a decent amount of pressure in, and go ahead and screw. And you can see right here it's starting to grab and go in the wall. You want to make sure not to over tighten. And that's good. You just want it flush. Okay, now we go ahead with the screw and put the screw in. And these ones you actually hear click and that's the back end. I'll show you in a second. That's the back end opening up. Right there, just opened up. So now it's important with every kind of drywall anchor not to over tighten these. So as you can see right there, that is the back side of these Toddler drywall self-drilling anchors. Okay, next up we're going to be using the triple grip drywall anchors. These ones you do have to pre-drill. It does come with a bit. I temporarily lost mine, so let's go ahead and pre-drill. You want to also make sure you're not in a stud on any of these too. So let's pre-drill. Alright, then you want to get the anchor itself. Kind of start it in there. And sometimes you can push them in, sometimes you might need a little tap of the hammer. So now that that's in, it also does come with a screw, so let's go ahead and put that in. Okay, so it is a Phillips head or a square head. I just use a Phillips, it'll still grab, not as good. So let's go ahead, and just like the other one, you don't want to over tighten this. Alright, now let's go ahead and see what the back side looks like. Okay, so there is a look at the back side of the triple grip drywall anchor. You can see how it expands down here too as it wedges in to get a hold of that drywall. And this is a 1/2 inch drywall I'm testing on right now. Okay, so for a little test here, I'm going to try to pull out the Toddler drywall anchor first. So I'm going to back out the screw just a hair. And we got my hammer, and I'm going to try to pry it out. So that did take a little bit of force. As you can see, that just totally tore up the drywall. No big deal. My next video will be patching these. So let's try the other one. Okay, so this is now the triple grip. Let's see and give it a little pull here. See what happens. Alright, so that one did come out a lot easier. Although the triple grip will only hold up to 35 pounds, so it won't be near as strong, but you know, these are meant to stay in and hold. They're not meant to really have much pull force strength on them. So now let's go over the proper way to remove these. As you can see up here, there is another triple grip. So the previous way, you can just pull on these things that come right out. Another way is to take the screw out and get a putty knife and maybe even scrape it off and just knock off the plastic. Or you can just leave the screw in just a little bit, grab a pair of pliers and pull. And as you can see, that's another way these come out pretty easily, and it doesn't leave you with much of a hole to fill. So now up here we do have the Toddler self-drilling, so let's go ahead and try pulling one of these out. And with these ones, it's a bit easier because it is a Phillips head, so you just put it in there and it comes right out. Although, however, it does leave you with a bit of a bigger hole there. Okay, so that concludes the most basic forms of drywall anchors. There's other forms, different kinds, like these. You know, these, you drill a big hole, push it in, straighten it out, you zip it in, kind of like so. And these will support even more weight, but you got to be a little careful on drywall anchors. You know, it's not going to hold a lot. The best way to do it is finding a stud, and the best way to do that is with a stud finder. So let's go ahead and grab one. I got my stud finder here. I will go ahead and put a link for this in the description. It's fantastic. It works really good. Let's try it out. So you just slide it across. Bam. Okay, right there. Now that means I'm at the center of the stud. Right there. And it does show you if you're on the edge or not. So that would be the best way to hang anything. Is definitely going off a stud. If you're hanging shelving and this doesn't fit, it's good to put at least one side of that shelf on a stud, and the rest you have to use drywall anchors. And another good quick tip is whenever you buy a kit and it comes with anchors and screws, 95% of the time they're junk, throw them away. I just recommend going out, buying a nice set of drywall anchors like these two here. Hanged plenty of things with them, never had an issue with them falling out. That concludes this video of drywall anchors. If you liked it, go ahead and like it. Leave a comment down below of future videos. Next video we're going to talk about filling big holes and other stuff like that. So stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks. Have a good day.